Welcome to Fight City Gym Talk. You are here with Eric Wahlin, and yes, that's me without the hat on, rash guard, black shorts. I'm about to go out and wrestle Jack. To introduce you to Jack, he's one of the best grapplers coming out of Idaho, and honestly, he just swept my entire team. 4 of my best guys, he just went in there and went submission, submission, submission. So now he's wrestling me. In my mind, I'm thinking this guy's got to be tired. He just wrestled 4 matches in a row. Now it's my turn. And I'm not taking this guy lightly. I know he's dangerous. I know he can beat me at any second if I go light. So, of course, I'm going aggressive with him. I don't want to give him any inches. I don't want to just go. So there's a duck under attempt. He's basically shutting down everything I'm doing pretty good. He's tired, and like I said, I brought some chaos on him right there. Going for that toe hold. He's not having anything to do with it. I don't want to give this guy an inch. I just saw him beat every one of my teammates comfortably. So I want to be aggressive, but I also want to be conservative, because if I go too crazy, I know this guy's got the ability, the technicality to just be able to sub me with any little nitty-gritty, nasty little sub. So I'm trying to get top dominant, stay top dominant, and not give this guy an inch. I definitely don't want to just settle into his guard comfortably. I can feel him going for my leg right there. Of course, he's going to try to go for a desperate, quick kind of leg lock, heel hook, something like that. This move you're going to see me put on is, I call it the Colt choke. There's a lot of different kinds of guillotine variations I'm doing right now, but essentially what I'm doing is I'm just trying to dig my radius, and that's that bone on your wrist. I'm trying to dig that right into his neck, and he's doing a great job. Typically the defense, if you roll to the side or roll to your back, it's really hard to finish this move. He's doing a great job rolling around where I can't get decent grips on his neck. And right there I go for a Kimura. He wraps it up into his leg. He comes up into a single leg. I'm going back to those chokes. And on those chokes, he's getting his hand in there to stop it. And so if you can see what I'm doing here, I'm grabbing his neck, and then I'm going to grab my own wrist. At least that's what I'm trying to do. And I'm trying to stay away from his leg attempts. He's trying to get into my legs, wrap it into a leg battle. I want nothing to do with that. Now here's the thing, things are looking pretty good for me. But we got to give Jack some credit. He's been wrestling for like over 10 minutes now, and now it's my turn. I'm fresh. So if Jack wasn't wore out, this would be completely different. It's hard to see the sub I got on him, but what I did is I wrapped that guillotine choke on, and I kind of just pushed my fist into his neck. Okay, so now I got Lee. So Lee's obviously smaller than me, but Lee's fresh. The thing is, I'm 39 and my cardio ain't great. So even though Jack was wore out, now I'm wore out. And Lee's coming in fresh, and he gets a great double leg. I'm going for desperation right now. I've got to beat all 4 of their teammates, all 5 actually, to win this thing. I'm hoping I can sing this guillotine in, and kudos to Lee right here. He didn't let me have this, and honestly, the lesson I learned from this is I need to do more bicep curls. And that's right, I need to get in the weight room and just do more bicep curls, because the thing is, this guillotine was in tight. There's no reason I shouldn't have got that guillotine, honestly, other than kudos to Lee, tough dude, smart, patient, and I need to do more bicep curls. So, once again, now I'm the tired guy, and I'm the guy that's kind of going to be looking for desperation moves, because the thing is, the only way I can win is if I can catch some crazy subs. Because I got to beat Lee here, and then I got to beat 3 more of their teammates in order for my team to win. So, once again, I'm thinking things like get a quick, fast takedown, get a front headlock, lay down to my heel hook, something like that. Just to see if I can get some sort of chaos to go in my favor. Like I said, the advantage I got is my size, but my cardio is already burned out, and I'm just wondering what can I get here. So that was a pretty cool little trip. I don't even know if it was technically a legitimate move or not, other than I just grabbed a man that was smaller than me and I chucked him. So now let's see if I can roll back into this heel hook. Lee does a great job of rolling with me, and he's not having anything. Not about to let me get that kind of garbage off on him. And I think he's going to start going for some crazy moves too, because I think we're both kind of going for broke right now. The thing is, he wants to sub me. We always want to get the sub, right? But the thing is, he doesn't have to sub me. In order for him to win, he just has to survive. If he survives, his team wins. Congratulations to them. If he survives, his team wins. If I lose, my team loses. So I've got to be working the entire time. I can't just settle up here in top guard and think like, oh, maybe I'm ahead on the scorecard, because I got to win. So one thing on this triangle choke, whenever people triangle on me, I run their leg to the ground. And you can see as soon as you run that leg to the ground, typically the angles all kind of go goofy, and it's really hard to finish triangle chokes. So left to right, run their legs to the ground, and typically if you do it hard, you do it fast, it's going to be really hard for anyone to just secure and lock that triangle choke on. Looks like he's going to be going for a guillotine choke. I'm going for heels. There it is. This is going to be a straight ankle lock. And man, once again, to Lee's credit, holy cow, this was in deep. I wasn't quite sure how he got out of that, but he is one scrappy dude. And both Lee and Jack, to give them credit, I talked with them after the match. They're both really cool guys. We get along great. Real tough team out of Idaho. They eventually won this entire thing, so at least we didn't get beat by a bunch of chumps. Pulling guard, and right here the ref said no stalling, no stalling, and in my mind I'm like, I'm trying not to stall, man, I have to win this thing. But I think he was talking more to Lee, because Lee was the one pulling guard, and Lee doesn't have to do anything. He can just sit down there and his team's going to win. I have to go for broke right now. So this is the same sub I got Jack with, where I wrap around his arm. I'm going to kind of clinch his chin with my hand and kind of punch into his throat. And this is going back to that Colt choke where I'm trying to run my radius and dig that into his neck and keep him in front of me. And scrappy guy. Everything I throw on, he's just wiggling out left, wiggling out right. And this is fun to watch. You know, we're both going back and forth trying to figure out what can we possibly do to get the win. In my mind, I keep thinking I got to go for broke. You know what I mean? Crazy throws. That was an ugly throw into a heel hook. Fantastic. Maybe I got the heel hook. Maybe some sort of crazy toe fold. Maybe I can jump to the other leg. And I give him that. Son of a gun. But, and he's going for a choke there on me. Some sort of a, what do you call that thing? Anyway, it's close. It almost got me. To my credit, I was just bigger and stronger than him, even though I was exhausted. A lot of his moves just straight up failed because I was bigger than him. Had we been close to the same size, I think for sure Lee would have got me, especially like this armbar, same thing. I'm just big, strong dude compared to him. I think he was, when I was chatting with him, I think he's like 40 pounds lighter than me. He goes for this omoplata. He pretty much goes all the way into it. My cameraman's battery died, so that's why we're going to kind of miss the clip here a little bit. He doesn't get it on me, but that just goes back to my just being bigger, stronger. Lee's a great grappler. The thing is, there was no submission, and there's me and my team getting escorted out. So the boys from Idaho went and comfortably beat, I believe it was 10th Planet. So we didn't lose to a bunch of slumps, but it was frustrating to lose. You learn from your losses and you move on.